So you're thinking about getting into mobile home park investing, but there's this nagging thought, right? You look around and you think, man, am I too late? Are all the good deals already gone? It's a really common fear, and honestly, it stops a lot of would-be investors right in their tracks. So today, let's just tackle that head on. Let's see if that feeling is actually based in reality.
Here's the big question that seems to be on everyone's mind. Are mobile home parks just completely overpriced right now? It's probably the #1 reason people get discouraged and just walk away before they even really get started.
And this quote, this is what we hear all the time. You go online, maybe you hop on LoopNet, you see a few listings, and you get sticker shock. It feels like everybody is asking for a ridiculous amount of money. But what if that gut reaction is coming from, well, looking in all the wrong places? Yeah, let's pull back the curtain on what we can call the overpriced market myth. Because a lot of the time, this belief that the market is just fundamentally broken comes from a simple misunderstanding of how this whole thing actually works. And look, let's just be blunt about it. Concluding that every park is overpriced after a quick 5-minute search online, that's often the result of what you could call a lazy strategy. It's the easy path, for sure, but it absolutely does not give you the full picture, not even close. So, to get past that surface-level gut feeling, we need a better way to look at this. We need a more rigorous, almost scientific definition of what overpriced even means in real estate. And here it is. This is the key. A market is truly overpriced when the cap rate, the return you get on the property, is actually lower than the interest rate you're paying on your loan. Think about that for a second. When that happens, the very leverage you're using is actively working against you, digging you into a deeper hole with every payment.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting when we look back at history. Back in the mid-2000s, right before the big crash, the market really was overpriced by that definition. People were buying properties with cap rates below their interest rates, basically guaranteeing a loss. But today, the situation is the complete opposite. We have a healthy spread where cap rates are higher than interest rates, and that positive gap, well, that's the sweet spot. That's what every smart investor is looking for.
So you might be asking, why is it different now? What's stopping that from happening again? Well, in a word, lenders, the banks. Today's underwriting standards are so much more rigid. They just will not approve a loan on a deal that doesn't pencil out. Their discipline acts like an invisible hand, keeping the whole industry priced correctly. Okay, so if the market isn't fundamentally broken, why does it feel so hard to find a good deal? Why does it seem like they're all hidden? Well, it usually comes down to these flawed strategies. If your entire game plan is just scrolling through online listings, you're only seeing the deals that thousands of other people are also seeing. Some people call this fishing for idiots, just waiting for someone to accidentally post a massively underpriced deal online. And spoiler alert, that almost never happens.
And that really gets to the core of it, doesn't it? This is not an industry where you can just passively browse and wait for a life-changing deal to fall into your lap. The opportunities are out there, but they reward proactive, consistent effort, not luck.
All right, so if endlessly scrolling online is the wrong way to go, what's the right way? Let's get into the nitty-gritty, the proven, effort-based methods that actually uncover the hidden gems.
You see, the real deals are found through good old-fashioned effort. This means doing the stuff that isn't easy, like building your own lists of park owners from public tax records and then actually cold calling them. Or it means setting up a systematic direct mail campaign. And this last one is huge, building real, genuine relationships with brokers so you can get a peek at their pocket listings, the deals they never even advertise publicly.
And let's be clear, that last one is no small task. To get those coveted pocket listings, you can't just call a broker one time. You have to earn their respect over time. You have to prove you're a serious buyer who can actually close. They save their best opportunities for the people they really trust. Which brings us to our final and maybe most important point. It's a simple equation that really governs this whole industry. Effort equals opportunity. Let me show you exactly what I mean. First, let's just get a sense of the scale here. There are about 44,000 mobile home parks in the US. This isn't some tiny little niche market that's all dried up. It is a vast, sprawling industry. That means the supply of potential deals is absolutely massive. But this chart, this is the real eye-opener. The top 100 biggest players, they own less than 10% of all the parks. That means over 90% are still in the hands of smaller, independent, mom-and-pop operators. That incredible fragmentation is the reason why cold calling and direct mail actually work. You're not trying to buy from some giant faceless corporation, you're reaching out to an individual owner who might be ready to sell.
So here's the mindset you have to have. Mobile home park investing is not a lottery ticket, it is not a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a business, and it's built on a foundation of consistent effort, a smart strategy, and the patience to see it all through. You know, I love this analogy. Think about it. You don't get in shape by going to the gym once and hoping for the best, right? Of course not. You get results by showing up day after day and putting in the work. It is the exact same principle here. Consistent, focused effort is what gets you the deals. So, let's circle all the way back. Are mobile home parks overpriced? No, not by the scientific definition. Are all the good deals gone? Absolutely not. The opportunities are there. They are plentiful. The real question has nothing to do with the market. The real question is about you. Are you willing to do the work to find them?